Всем приветики, ребятки. Кому-то еще раз, с кем-то в первый раз. Так, сегодня у нас третий стрим по Робокопу. Так, ЕД-209. Он у нас пока на пути стоит. Надо его сейчас победить. Победить ЕД-209.
I'm pretty sure I saw documentation here in the precinct. Be right back.
Блять, я не знаю, как тебя по-другому еще пиздить, братишка. Блять.
Okay, listen to this. Apparently, Ed 209 speaker cover is off and reported compromised.
Блять, да ну что застреваешь-то, а?
Why don't you try making that your target?
Дебилушка. Заебись мы, блядь. Так, нормально, он немножко. Да идешь ты дышишь, а? Блядь, я промазал. Робо, давай-ка шевели булками. Да, Робо у нас, конечно, неповоротливая скотина. Ну, куда деваться? Так, булки подпрячь. Да, наверное, не поднапрягем булки. Потому как он нас сейчас, по-моему, кончит. Да, он нас кончил, как всегда. Ой, как же ты меня калишь, а, братишка.
What's going on over there?
I am under attack from Ed 209.
What? Okay. Let me see if I can help. I'm pretty sure I saw documentation here in the precinct.
Да, блядь, ты можешь, блядь, меня хоть маленько подождать?
Okay, listen to this. Apparently, Ed 209 speaker cover is off and reported compromised after field duty. Why don't you try making that your target?
Да, ты меня, конечно, не пощадишь, да? Ох ты дебилушка-то, а. Да. Я тебя понял. Да, ты сейчас запустишь херню, блядь. Блядь, да как ты бросаешь-то, дебил? Я не понимаю вот этого механики этой ебаной, блядь. Пизду, блядь. Он перемещается, как хуй знает кто, блядь. Просто, блядь. Просто забей.
Hey, what's going on over there?
I am under attack from there.
What? Okay. Let me see if I can help. I'm pretty sure I saw its documentation here in the precinct. Be right back.
Да.
Okay, listen to this. Apparently, Ed 209
Ты доебаться больше не до кого, да, тебе?
compromised after field duty. Why don't you try making that your target?
Блядь, да ну, блядь, беги ты, дебила, кусок, блядь. Да. Я знаю. Блядь, да ну почему ты, сука, не перекидываешь-то, блядь? Блядь, да сдохнешь ты когда-нибудь, скотина. Все, блядь.
What the hell happened here?
Ed 209 malfunctioned.
Is he still alive?
I am afraid not.
OCP sent us a malfunctioning unit. I bet they did that on purpose. And what about the other cop killer? Where did Spike go?
Wherever he went, justice will find him.
Так, ну ладно. Куда ачивочку дали? Что там,
I am
как
looking for a
Льюис?
female officer who arrived yesterday with a gunshot wound.
You need to be a little more specific, honey.
Her name is Lewis. She is in a coma.
Ah, second floor. Take the elevator.
My wife. She was with me when they started shooting. No.
Sir, you're not allowed in there. That's the VIP section of the hospital.
But there's so much room in there, and we're all cramped up in this little space.
Sir, please. Please calm down.
Так, а как мне к Лоис попасть?
Hey, Murphy. She's right here.
Another visitor? She's in a stable condition. You know, some think that people in her state can hear what's happening around them even if they don't respond. Why don't you try talking to her? Now, I'll leave you two alone.
Hello, Lewis. Allow me to update you on our case. I know you would hate to be behind on the investigation. I found Officer Briggs. He is dead. Wendell Antonowski has the street vultures collecting bodies. His intent is not clear. I opened your present. It helped. Thank you. I could really use your advice, Lewis.
Take the body downstairs.
But there's no more room in the morgue.
Didn't you hear someone stole a bunch of bodies over the weekend?
A corpse thief? What is this world coming to?
Lewis, you always find a way to help.
Вовремя услышал, значит, помогла Льюис. Ладно.
I'll keep her safe. Don't you worry about her.
What's her blood pressure?
I've got 40 pow.
Блядь, приходы у меня
Quartz
опять.
VFib. Okay, we gotta shock him.
Let's get the ambu bag.
Stand clear. Shock him.
Clear.
All right, no pulse. Let's go intracardiac epinephrine.
Okay, everybody, clear.
Stand clear. All right, I think that's all we can do. Let's call it. What's the time?
6:15.
Robocop, what a surprise. I'm guessing you're here about the missing bodies? No one from the police has come to talk to us yet. I suppose you're preoccupied with the living rather than the dead.
Tell me about the case.
Usually, we're pretty packed. There are even some bodies that have been here since Christmas. But a couple of nights ago, someone broke into the hospital and stole 30 of them. It's been a blessing in disguise, really. We've got so many unclaimed bodies that I
Похитители
feel
тел.
like I'm starting to form relationships with them.
Is there any link between the bodies?
Ой, что-то
Actually, there is.
как бы не
Our
заболеть бы.
thieves were very picky. All of the corpses had their brains intact. They didn't take a single corpse that had documented brain trauma. I've got to say they were very thorough.
Anything else?
That's it for me, but talk to the security guard in the lobby. He should know more. Now that I'm looking at you, didn't I work on you? I recognize that jawline.
Вернуться в холл. Окей. Так, подожди, что-то лежит там. допросить охранника. Ну, давайте допросим, что лишний опыт не будет.
Finally, I've been calling.
What do you know about the disappearance at the morgue?
Sure, I know I'm just a security guard, but I know how you operate. I've seen the shows, so let me break it down for you the way you'd understand. I estimate the incident occurred at around 300 hours. Multiple perps entered the GMH from the east and then proceeded to the BLE. Then most likely used the EFS to get down to the MORGUE.
What can you tell me about the purpose?
Детка, короче, видимо, в детстве не взяли, ну, не в детстве, в юности не взяли в полицию, и он сейчас это...
Oh, I mean on camera. There it is. Caucasian male, late 40s, dapper dresser, if I can say so myself.
That was very helpful. Thank you for your cooperation.
No problem. Just because I don't have a badge or a service weapon or a cruiser and partner or even a bulletproof vest, that doesn't mean that I can't be of help to the police.
Good to see you in one piece, Robo. Mr. Becker wasn't happy when he heard about your little trip to Highland Park. But between you and me, what you did was quite impressive. Maybe it wasn't an authorized mission, but it can still give us an idea of how your systems are holding up. So, let's see how you did.
Так, есть два очка навыка.
Thank you for your cooperation. What's all the commotion?
Так, броня.
Вот в этом доме.
Дальше. ЕД-209. Авто-9. У нас появилось, нет, такое? Так, двойная. Бросить. Что значит объединение чипов? Это как? Допустим, мне надо... Вот есть такая, есть... Единичная, одинарная нижняя мне надо, да? А у нас нету ни хрена. Хотя. Так. Я просто посмотрю, правильно я понимаю или нет. О. А добавить. Так. Не, нафиг сбросить. Что-то непонятно ничего. Так, а подожди. А, вон оно как. Панель меню переведено обучение активно. Так, ладно. Просто видите, это кабинет назад. Ладно, хрен бы с ним. Не догоняю немножко, как это все делается.
Time. You all know the procedure by now. Officer Cecil will gather Briggs' belongings and deliver them to the family. They asked for a small funeral, so I expect everyone to give the family space.
Briggs was one of us. We should at least do something to honor him.
Best thing we can do is get those butchers that did this to him. I want to see everyone in the briefing room in 10 minutes. Now back to work.
Hey, Murphy. You've been to the hospital, haven't you? How's Lewis?
Unconscious, but stable.
She'll pull through. I'm sure of it.
It's time to hold OCP accountable. This can't keep happening.
Relax, Kaplan.
He's not wrong.
How many more of us have to end up in the hospital or a morgue before we do something?
It's like Sarge said, we need to get the guy who did it, so maybe let's focus on that? Speaking of which, there's someone who might know something. There's a guy in the jail that wants to talk to you, Robo.
Пойдем тюрьму посетим.
See you later in the briefing room.
Welcome back, Robo. You have a minute?
There's my favorite.
First of all, I wanted to say I'm sorry that I hesitated back at that steel mill. I already filed a report on the incident to Mr. Becker.
Fucking rad.
As I was writing it, I noticed a lot of opportunities to better myself. But considering that was our first mission together, it wasn't all bad, right?
There are plenty of places to improve.
That's actually something I wanted to ask you about. I've been getting to know different aspects of being a cop, and there's one thing that I keep underperforming at. It's shooting. Would you mind showing me how you practice at the range?
Yes, practice makes perfect. Let us not waste any more time.
You want to go now? Yeah, great. Let's go. I love the smell of this room. Should we start? First, I want to watch you practice. Can I comment now?
No.
I can't help myself. That was awesome.
We are not done yet.
Right. This has to be some sort of record.
It is not.
I took so many notes.
Next time, do it quietly. Eliminate distractions. Being overeager is one of them.
Ah, so that's the actual lesson. Now I get it.
Is your service weapon properly prepared?
I was issued this old gun and serviced it according to the manual.
I will try it out.
Sure thing. There you go. Is everything okay?
Брат, что у него косит.
Your service weapon is broken.
I calibrated it. I did everything the manual said.
It is beyond repair. They must have issued it to you by mistake.
Huh. I don't think that's entirely true. Other cops give me a hard time because Mr. Becker hired me to monitor you. But I guess that's the way it has to be.
A cop must be ready. Get a different gun.
Sure. Thank you, Robo.
Одобряет, ага. О, огурчик.
Why are you in this cell?
I come here to think sometimes, and the food is better than in the soup kitchen.
That is resourceful.
Why, thank you. I try very hard to not try at all. But seriously, I was hoping to see you. I heard what happened to Briggs. After everything he did for me, I'll do whatever I can to help you catch that Wendell guy. He seems pretty good at pitting people against each other. Maybe I'll find some of his dissatisfied customers who'd be willing to talk to me.
It could be dangerous.
You kidding? On the streets, I'm a samurai. Well, with Briggs dead, it probably makes me more of a...
You are not a Ronin.
Yeah, okay. Just remember, if you need anything, I'm your guy.
Ронин, самурай без хозяина.
Not again. Why am I always the one that has to do it? It's not fair.
Thanks to Robocop's insubordination, we finally have something concrete.
At your service.
Wendell Antonowski struck a deal with the street vultures at Highland Park.
A place where, for some reason, we weren't supposed to go.
Be that as it may, we're on the lookout for anyone from this biker gang. We also know what he's looking for.
Yeah, dead bodies.
Dead bodies whose brains are still intact, to be precise.
Wow, that's even more messed up. Why would he need them?
We'll get to the whys, but for now we need to focus on catching Spike. He's our connection to Wendell Antonowski. Since they know we're onto them, I'm expecting them to be in hiding.
They're not hiding. Put on Channel 9.
What in the hell?
I repeat, OCP Bank is being robbed by the notorious street vultures. We'll keep trying to get closer for a better view.
All right, everyone back up. I want you all to be at SWAT's disposal.
Sergeant, am I back on the case?
I don't think Becker will give me grief if I let you go save OCP's money. You're reinstated. Everyone, move out!
Ух ты, ЕД-209.
Oh, look at that. One of the cops was actually bothered to show up. No need, SWAT's got it covered.
What is the situation?
Vultures came up with the great idea of robbing the OCP bank. They've got hostages, and they claim there's a bomb. They must be crazy to think that OCP will just let them leave with their money.
Was there any sighting of Spike?
Not yet. but I'm sure they wouldn't pull such a stunt without.
Здорово, Паш.
What is the plan?
Как дела, Павлик? Рассказывай.
It's SWAT's plan. You're no part of it.
Then you are going to need a new plan.
Угу. Без палева сейчас такая. Хоп. Как тебе короткая колда?
With this buggy brain of yours, you think you still remember how to put the heat on them scumbags?
I prefer to serve justice cold.
Contact! Let's show the metal friends how it's done, boys.
Куда ж полезете-то вперед, батьки, да? Правильно, вас хуево тутуево народу, блядь. Да, да нормально, я еще не прошел. Да как, слабенько колда. Ну вот я о чем вот тоже говорю, как бы. Так, нахильнуться. Так, что-то тут еще лежит. Не, в целом-то неплохо, но как-то коротковато. Ага, сейчас опять что ли? Ладно, они, значит, с полтычка его... А я, значит, должен дрочить, да, блядь? Интересно, интересно. Йоу, вы что творите-то, а? Да, самое дорогое DLC в мире, согласен. Ну, на другое больше ничего не напрашивается, только вот самое дорогое DLC в мире. проигрываю.
Robocop, I've received information that the bank manager is held hostage in the vault.
Where exactly is it?
Find the manager's office, and we'll go from there. It's at the far end of the office area.
Your presence here is unauthorized.
So is depriving thousands of people of a roof over their heads. But OCP doesn't seem to mind that.
Explain.
Delta City. A heaven on earth that OCP plans to build in place of old Detroit? A city of the future where there is no crime or poverty. Do you believe the commercials?
Так, верите такой рекламе? Амбиции — это не преступление, безопасность в городе — мой главный приоритет.
I am working on the no crime part.
Then OCP may become the object of your attention soon. In order to create Delta City, OCP must first get rid of people who live in old Detroit. Now that's a topic I'd rather do a story on than you glitching. OCP offered these people investment in the project. The value of their property would cover the cost of entering the business. The later gains will far outweigh the cost, supposedly.
You do not believe that.
It's OCP. There must be a catch, and I think I found it. The documents say something about additional costs. I believe that's a loophole that OCP placed in order to scam people out of their homes.
That is only suspicion.
And I need time to prove that my suspicion is true. Time and some of these documents I found. If you detain me, the SWAT jerks will requisition them.
You can go, but if you continue to disobey the law, you will be detained.
Maybe I should have treated you more like a police officer than OCP's property. Anyway, the city owes you. And I owe you too.
Вот это вот что? Вот это пошаговая стратегия.
Great. Now look for a switch that unlocks the doors that lead to the vault. If I was a bank manager, I would probably ask for that switch to be installed somewhere around my desk. Now, take the doors behind the desk and turn left. The way to the vault should be open now.
36 метров. И как я должен... Ага. Типа выйти и обойти, да? Как-то вот тут вот. Так, друзья, тут есть что-нибудь? Нет? Улики или еще что-нибудь? Ага.
I will not contribute to depriving my grateful employer of his hard-earned savings.
Robocop! I knew our founder would send his best.
We're not done yet.
Mr. Becker, you're still alive.
I only played dead, so I didn't end up like you, with a bomb strapped to my body.
Robocop, you have to defuse it. The explosion could cause the company enormous losses.
Инженерия.
An opportunity for an ambitious officer.
I'll be watching you.
А, или у меня сейчас не получится, наверное, да?
Officer Washington, I am looking at a ticking bomb.
A bomb? Okay, I'm passing you through to the bomb squad.
There is no time. I will need your help to defuse it.
Gosh, I mean, I'll do my best, but just give me a moment. First aid, kidnapping...
Are you looking for a bomb defusing chapter in the police manual?
Found it. First rule, call qualified personnel. Oh, no. Okay. Tell me what you see.
Four connectors with different voltage.
What's the highest voltage?
24 volts. 4 cables, green, 2 reds, and blue.
4 cables? Got it.
Cables lead to the fuse.
Does the fuse appear to be electronic?
Affirmative. It is a C4 explosive and seems to be homemade.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect. Okay, so they used this kind of bomb before. According to the diagram, you should detach 3 cables. Start from the one with the highest voltage, then proceed down one at a time to the one with the lowest voltage.
There are 2 different color 12-volt cables. Which one do I detach first?
Maybe this isn't the time, but I'm colorblind.
Based on my engineering database, I have determined that the order of detaching the 12-volt cables is irrelevant.
So you knew all along?
I thought you may learn something here.
Okay, then start with the 24-volt connector, then proceed to detach the 12-volt cables.
Так, что там? А, да? Не удалось. Ха-ха-ха. Ну ладно.
I will not contribute to deprive.
Можно как-то скипнуть, а? Это ведь не скипнешь. Так, ладно, давайте перекурчик сделаем. Так, ладненько, погнали. Обезвредим дядьку.
You're still alive.
I only played dead, so I didn't end up like you, with a bomb strapped to my body.
Robocop, you have
Так, а как пропустить-то никак, да?
the explosion could cause the company enormous losses.
Давайте попробуем.
For an ambitious officer.
I'll be watching you from a safe distance.
Officer Washington, I am looking at a ticking bomb.
A bomb? Okay, I'm passing you through to the bomb squad.
There is no time. I will need your help to defuse it.
Gosh, I mean, I'll do my best, but just give me a moment. First aid, kidnapping.
Are you looking for a bomb defusing chapter in the police manual?
Found it. First rule, call qualified personnel. Oh, no. Okay, tell me what you see.
Four connectors with different voltage.
What's the highest voltage?
24 volts. Four cables, green, 2 reds, and blue.
4 cables? Got it.
Cables lead to the fuse.
Does the fuse appear to be electronic?
Affirmative. It is a C4 explosive and seems to be homemade.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect. Okay, so they used this kind of bomb before. According to the diagram, you should detach 3 cables. Start from the one with the highest voltage, then proceed down one at a time to the one with the lowest voltage.
There are 2 different color 12-volt cables. Which one do
А,
I
я
detach?
упустил 12 вольт, там без разницы. Ну.
Okay, maybe this isn't the time, but I'm colorblind.
Based on my engineering database, I have determined that the order of detaching the 12-volt cables is irrelevant.
So you knew all along?
I thought you may learn something here.
Okay, then start with the 24-volt connector, then proceed to detach the 12-volt cables.
Так. Зелененький. Ага. Вариант. Так, сейчас бы не напутать. Так, правильно, да? Да как? Да как, блядь? Все же правильно, блядь. Или надо, блядь, 12-вольтовый, блядь. Сука, как можно пропустить вот это все дело? Как скипнуть это все, блядь? Пропустить есть, нет? Настройки обучения выйти, блядь.
I knew our founder would send his best.
We're not done yet.
Mr. Becker, you're still alive.
I only played dead, so I didn't end up like you, with a bomb strapped to my body.
Robocop, you have to defuse it. The explosion could cause the company enormous losses.
An opportunity for an ambitious officer.
I'll be watching you from a safe distance.
Весело убили дядьку, блядь, дважды просто.
A bomb? Okay, I'm passing you through to the bomb squad.
There is no time. I will need your help to defuse it.
Ну, с каждым разом мы ближе к правильному порядку.
Just give me a moment. First aid, kidnapping.
Are you looking for a bomb defusing chapter in the police manual?
Found it. First rule, call qualified personnel. Oh, no. Okay, tell me what you see.
4 connectors with different voltage.
What's the highest voltage?
24 volts. Four cables, green, 2 reds, and blue.
4 cables? Got it.
Cables lead to the fuse.
Does the fuse appear to be electronic?
Affirmative. It is a C4 explosive and seems to be homemade.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect. Okay, so they used this kind of bomb before. According to the diagram, you should detach 3 cables. Start from the one with the highest voltage, then proceed down one at a time to the one with the lowest voltage.
There are 2 different color 12-volt cables. Which one do I detach first?
Maybe this isn't the time, but I'm colorblind.
Based on my engineering database, I have determined that the order of detaching the 12-volt cables is irrelevant.
So you knew all along?
I thought you may learn something here.
Okay, then start with the 24-volt connector, then proceed to detach the 12-volt cables.
Ой, ну давайте, ладно. 24, окей. Затем тогда... Так, правильно. Бомба обезврежена, ебать. Кто красавчик? Мы красавчики. Правда, убили дядьку дважды. Но ничего страшного.
I should really check upstairs.
Nonsense. This is OCP. Money comes first. Now, open the vault.
There you go, sir.
Great. Now out of my way.
Чё там? Ага, пусто.
What the hell is this? Where is all the money?
Our founder has most of our capital tied up in a very ambitious and resource-heavy project.
I can't believe old man's blowing all of OCP's money on Delta City.
Have some respect, young man.
Arnold's back with the money in the next... We're leaving.
You should be proud to work for such a great man.
At this rate, soon there might be no one left to work for him. See what I'm talking about?
Так, враги. Так, подождите, мы на... Если мы настройки видео мы сделаем сейчас где-то без ограничений применить. Может, получше будет.
So that's how they must have gotten here in the first place. It seems they're retreating into the old industrial area. That must be where they've hidden their getaway vehicle. You gotta hurry.
Опа. Да, господи, это бессмертная скотина. О, байкеры. Отъядрить твой налево скаль. Что за херня? Это что за херня происходит? Вообще я понять не могу. Блять, бред какой-то. Это есть. Говна кусок, а? Давай, 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 кати ко мне. Да твою же мать. Как тут херово все, блядь. Давай, 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 братан. Так, патронов, блядь, ёк вообще, да? Так, ладно. Ну-ка, давай. Я уж обрадовался, думаю, блядь. Можно, блядь, на байк сесть. О, хилочка. Да ну пиздец, он, блядь, медленно, как хуй знает что, блядь. Сука. Минус этой ебаной игры, блядь. Почему ебаная? Потому что вот эта вот механика ебанутая. Пизду, блядь. Вот нахуй мне вот эти перекрестия, блядь, в пизду вообще, блядь. Я и без них нормально справлюсь, блядь. О, блядь, игра ты, сука, блядь, ёбнутая вообще в конец. Нахуй ты мне вот эти цели метишь, блядь. Ты мне действия лишаешь, нахуй, блядь. Ёбаная игра, сука. Сука, не порти мое впечатление о тебе. Говна-то такого, блядь. Это просто пиздануться, блядь. Ёб твою мать. Игра, блядь. Дядя Вова, доброго дня тебе тоже. Сука, вот, ну, вот игра портит просто все, нахуй. Это просто забей. Как дела, дядь Володь? Я, конечно, понимаю, что проснулся и дела нормально уже все. И на этом спасибо, как говорится.
I am listening, creep.
Robocop!
Why did Wendell Antonowski send you here? This was a suicide mission.
We no longer deal with that arrogant prick. We had an agreement. We held our end of it. And apparently it slipped his mind to pay us for our services. Well, that didn't sit well with us. So now we're out to get what we're owed.
The only thing you are owed is a prison cell.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm a vulture. I need my space. I'll see you around, cop.
Это вот что за дерганые анимации, блядь?
Before the attack, we all thought our money would be safe at the OCP
I
bank.
have pertinent information regarding the case.
We'll get to that, Murphy. But right now,
Кстати,
it's
наверное,
time
сегодня
for the
вечером
psychic
поиграем в Секиро. Что очень мне охота там этот квест выполнить по убийству змея там.
Dr. Blanche is already waiting in the observation room. Once it's over, join us in the briefing room.
Главное найти путь, как попасть к обезьянам в ширме. Бля, лучше программа подсказок, что случилось.
I'm ready for you, Robo. All right, let's see what's cooking under the hood. Once I'm done, he's all yours, Doctor.
What's that look supposed to mean?
На С.
Hello, Robocop. Congratulations. I've seen your accomplishment on TV. I hope that I'll manage to remain professional despite sitting opposite a celebrity. How do you feel about being acclaimed as a hero again?
Вас снова признали героем. Как вы себя чувствуете?
I serve the public trust. I do not do it for fame.
No. Your sense of duty is what drives you. That's clear. I'm sure you'd love to share this accomplishment with Anne Lewis. You've seen her at the hospital, haven't you? How is she?
She is stable.
You cherish that relationship, don't you? She's an important part of your life.
Так, ребята, я пойду высморкаюсь, что-то расчихался, блин.
Just like your
Павлик тут, нет? Или дядя Вова, хоть кто-нибудь? Ребятки, ответьте, кто в чатике есть живой.
Family. You're very protective of your past.
OCP cut me off from my family.
And how do you view their decision to separate you from them?
They would not want to see me like this.
Perhaps not. But the alternative isn't much better. Nevertheless, you still think about them, don't you? What comes to mind when you try to remember your family? I see. Memories can be painful, especially when they're connected to the ones you love. They tend to remind us of what we're missing. The thief that broke into my house I mentioned before, he was my brother. He was an addict who'd come over to steal things to sell so he could buy drugs. As you can imagine, my last memory of us together is not a happy one. But despite that, I still wouldn't want to lose it. It serves as a reminder of how I failed him. And I've been trying to rectify it ever since.
I do not remember my family. I can only feel them.
These feelings, how do they manifest themselves?
As echoes of the past. But OCP sees them as obstacles that need to be removed.
And now you're afraid that they sent me here to convince you they are right?
Did they?
What you need to understand is that regardless of outside influences, my client's well-being takes highest priority. Especially now that I understand how important these memories are to you, I will fight for you in every way I know how. If you let me. I think this is a good place to end this session. Thank you for your honesty. It certainly has been noted. I've got plenty to think about for now.
Так, у нас 3 очка опыта. Давайте что-нибудь куда-нибудь вольем их. Не опыта, навыков. Так. Бой. Урон. Так, взрывчатка наносит 20% меньше урона. Так, это что у нас? Инженерия у нас. Фокус, это что? Фокус, сканирование, психология. Так, выносливость. Так. Фокус. Давайте одно сканирование, одно фокус. И вот в это. Как-то так. Да.
Robocop, is that you? I can't see anything.
I am standing in front of you, Officer O'Neill. Is there a problem?
Oh, CP skimps on everything when it comes to the police. Fired our maintenance guy to reduce their costs, so now we are literally in the dark.
We need to get the power back on.
I am equipped to deal with such situations.
Так. Изучить коробку высокого напряжения. Ну, давай, пойдем.
Follow the cables. They should take you to the fuse box.
А, следовать за кабелями. Ну, так подожди. Ну, вот он, щиток. Так, ну вот же пара. Свет есть, все отлично. Так, тут что?
Yeah, just keep following the road.
But the road ends here.
What was that? You're breaking up.
Am I? I'm hearing you clearly.
Oh my god, what a lemon.
You two seem to be enjoying yourselves.
Just having a little fun with our fellow dispatcher.
Don't worry, I'm sure the kid has a sense of humor. It's just a little blue hazing. And he's an OCP stooge anyway.
You're not going soft on us, are you, Murphy?
That did not sound like fun.
It's not like he didn't deserve it.
You know that he runs to Becker with a stack of papers every time you two talk, right? He's a rat.
We're just looking out for you, Murphy.
Здорово, Вань. Привет, привет. Да, прошел. И немножко разочарован. И огорчен концовочкой.
Anything else?
Wendell Antonowski no longer deals with the street vultures.
That's right. There's been a rift in their midst, and I want to know why.
Говорил же, не толкай Макарова сопом.
That's why I want you all to head to the city and do some actual police work.
Как будто это что-то бы изменило.
The attack on OCP Bank was a desperate move. I'm sure there's plenty of theories floating around. So we need to listen to what the streets are saying to find where the vultures are hiding.
I know someone versed in street talk.
Talk to him. And, oh, I almost forgot. Murphy, once you're downtown, the old man wants to
Вы
meet
чё
with
как?
you.
The old man himself? What an honor.
Yeah, he's the closest Detroit has to real-life royalty. Maybe for saving him all that money, he'll knight you or something.
Enough. Head downtown, ask around, and most importantly, find Spike.
Покинуть участок.
Robocop, over here.
Что тебе надо?
You wouldn't want to make the mayor of Detroit wait, would you?
Мы чё как? Да, мы чё как? Вы чё как? Что ты хотел, братан?
May I help you, Mr. Mayor?
Oh, it's me who's gonna do the helping. You know John Mills, I presume? The OCP puppet who's gunning for my seat as mayor? I've heard from a reliable source that he's planning to make you the highlight of his election bid. Judging by your
На массаже был, ну это круто.
That's what I figured.
Расслабляешься по полному в отпуске, да?
Using your image to influence the good people of this city, and without your consent, that's clearly something that I would never do. But you know that I've always appreciated what you're doing for our city, right?
Марк Юзак как-то не похож на
The
себя.
real question is, what are we gonna do about it together?
Лена, чё как? Так.
I will not let OCP take over this city.
I knew you'd understand. I need to go. Campaign season is busy, but let me leave you with one word of advice. Whatever you do, make it clear that you are not siding with Meals. You can be sure that they'll twist your every word and use it against you. That's what OCP does. Thanks for the talk, Robocop. Say no to Delta City. Vote for the neighborhoods, vote for Kuzak.
Мои действия влияют на политику, блядь. Ну, вообще, Робокоп должен быть вне политики, я считаю. Что тебе надо?
How are you feeling after the incident at the bank?
Who gives a shit? I heard that you're heading to the city. Once you're out there, I want you to check one apartment for me. There's suspicion of domestic terrorism.
Лена возила меня на массаж. Что еще-то? Ну, я не знаю, вот я и спрашиваю. Ты, значит, на массаж, а Ленка что, не на массаж? Знаешь, как в фильме показывают, там лежат двое там и кайфуют от массажа. Типа, спасибо, что свозил меня на массаж там или что. Типа того. Домашний террорист. Давай. Отправляйтесь подозреваемую в квартиру. Ну. Завтра поиграем в паучка. Как может рыбомент быть вне политики, чисто созданный полицейский инструмент? Ну, я имею в виду за себя, пока я управляю им. Лера сидела, ждала на выходе. Красота вообще. На входе. Так. Встретиться со стариком. Ну, круто, круто.
Hey, you. The old man is waiting for you upstairs. This entrance to the building is off limits. You have to use
Царей ждет наверху.
Doesn't matter. Just don't
Что за фортуна? Неудержимые, понятно, 4-я часть. В Гран-туризму понятно. А что за фортуна?
The old man's waiting. So, it's true what they say. You do have some kind of defect.
Фортуна. Что-то знакомое, хотя могу ошибаться.
Leave us. I want to talk to him in private.
Операция Фортуна. Это про что, Вань? Про что и кто играет? Галли Дичи? В смысле, Гай Ричи? Ну, я понял. Все, вспомнил. Это типа 2-я часть «Достать ножи», да, по-моему, нет? Хотя могу и ошибаться. На, после стрима посмотреть, что там. Так, сделать его новым сердцем Детройта, ты мог такое представить? Или все напрасные мечты старого дурака, как считаешь?
I agree with all city improvement plans that have the citizens' well-being in mind.
Glad to know you approve. Delta City's construction is about to start.
А, так и называется, да? А, ну все. Ну, значит, я перепутал, ну.
Decay and death are terrible things. You lose everything you worked for your entire life. But I don't have to tell you what that's like. It really makes me wonder, has the time you spent in that armor been a burden to you?
Так, мне очень любопытно спросить, каково это жить в этом доспехе.
The enhancements allow me to excel in fulfilling my duty.
Not only your actions, but your words confirm that you're an exemplary police officer. The real reason I've summoned you here is because I'm worried. I'm aware of your instability problems, and it's not a matter that we can overlook.
Да, туризм смотрел. Ну, мне понравилось, в принципе. Я потом про паренька, про этого посмотрел документальный фильм. Ну, про которого Гран-туризм-то. Так, поэтому...
I am happy to comply with any activity that improves effectiveness.
You're a good sport. I can imagine it's not a pleasant experience.
Ну нет, отзывы хорошие. Я говорю, я еще посмотрел потом документалку реально про этого парня, как он шел к этому. Блин, прикольно.
That is correct.
Now we've reached an understanding. Tell me, is there anything I could do to put your mind at ease?
My partner has been severely wounded and is being treated at Gibson Memorial Hospital.
I'll make sure she gets the best care there is.
Thank you.
I have to say, you brought a lot of hope into this old man's heart. Now, excuse me. I'm not supposed to exert myself too much. Doctor's orders. And you can't argue with them. Take care of yourself. After all, the peace of Detroit depends on your well-being.
Ну, имя дурацкое, Соуп, да. Да, помню это. Интересно, мы спустимся? Да.
Holy shit, what was that?
Robocop. Not such a piece of junk after all.
Тачка, класс. Огонь. Блять. Я на таком катался. Это же Линкольн, да, по-моему? Или Кадиллак? Непонятно. Я, по-моему, на Линкольне катался. На белом.
Hey, Murphy, are you done with the old man's tea party? Remember to get back in touch with your informer.
Так, допросить огурчика. Ну, пойдем допросим огурчика. Да, наверное, на сегодня закончим пока на стриме. Вечером будет, наверное, секира. 160 метров. А где наша тачка, чувак? Чувак, где наша тачка? Это не огурчик? Вроде нет. С DLSS 3.0? А я вот не помню, Вань. Видео же, да, ну DLSS 3.0 не 3.0, но DLSS стоит сейчас у меня. FSR, Nest. Так. Сисира тоже смотрел твой стрим. Люто они тебя шинкуют-то. Ну да. Ну, блядь, ну хули. Так. Первая полевая подготовка. Давайте. Ну, а хули, блядь, игра такая, блядь, не мы такие. Видишь, NVIDIA Frame Generation. Это 3.0. О. Блин. NVIDIA. Как? Frame Generation. Это где что я не... Вот. Все, вижу. NFG, короче, да, сокращенно, выключено. Ну, у меня, понятно, у меня ее нету. Не только шинкует, еще расстреливает. Ну да. Есть там такое, Вань. Что поделать? Она вообще назад, да? Нет, давай-ка мы задание. Так. Главное. Так, первое полевая. Домашний террорист, давай выполним. Он просил, типа. Говорится, хуй бы с ним.
We should vote Kuzak. The Mills guy's just another suit. He knows nothing about ordinary people.
Мне надо попасть, Ваня, в этот. Вот мы с тобой разговаривали-то. Обезьяны в ширме. Вот туда мне надо попасть. Чтобы квест сделать.
Go back to your room, sweetheart. It's just someone on the staircase.
Пицца не относится. Опаньки. Не относится к делу. Ничего подозрительного. Окей. Следы на полу обнаружены. Вот, ага. Так, секретная лаборатория. Сейчас возьму, подожди. Hello.
So OCP is ordering you to break into the apartment of a reporter they don't like? Any comment before I write a story on that?
I am here to investigate domestic terrorism.
OCP sent you to my safe house because they want to know what I have on them after the bank incident.
I assume there is more if you cannot store everything here. I found a rental bill for a locker in a storage facility.
Make up your mind. First you let me go at the bank, and now, when I'm actually starting to figure out what the OCP scam is all about, you show up and ruin this. Do you want to help OCP avoid liability?
Так, незаконно добытые улики недействительны.
Your evidence is invalid if you obtained it illegally.
Да, медитативная, согласен.
I won't win against OCP there. It turns out I was right. That thing that OCP plans to do.
Но местами, сука, калит, блядь.
With additional costs. It is a loophole. It will lead to the illegal expulsion of thousands of people if you help OCP silence me.
Explain.
Not so fast. I need to be able to trust you first. At the bank, you proved that you are more than just a tool programmed to obey OCP, but now, the stakes are higher.
What is it that you expect?
Since you're here, I fully expect someone from OCP to go and check my locker. I need to protect what's inside, but there's a meeting I need to keep an eye on. Too much depends on it.
I will not be involved in the smuggling of contraband.
There's nothing illegal about my request. I need only one box from there. The one with the inscription Bakery on the corner. The rest you can leave to OCP to pick up. I need to just spring clean my out-of-date documents anyway. Call me once you secure the box.
Угу. Так, что тут еще у нее есть? Что-то можно спиздить, может, нет? Так, вроде все посмотрели. Так, задание. Домашний терроризм, вот. Ладно, погнали. Ох ты, газ пустили. Или просто воняет, хрен его знает. Камаро. А это вот тачка из фильма, помнишь, Вань? Как она там? 9000. Да. А, 9,6. Ну, вот это вот получше будет. 123 метра. Жалко, нельзя управлять тачками, блядь. Я бы так-то бы покатался бы на них. О, шлюшка сдается. Почем, девочка? О, моя тачка? Да, наверное, моя тачка.
Late. Sorry, I had to take a bus. Freaking OCP robots destroyed my car during that bank robbery.
Так, а мы... Плоское помещение. Ощущение, что мы уже здесь были. Ну или где-то рядышком. Мафон.
Man, it's Robocop.
Robocop, наркоши, блядь. Так, нам туда.
We should just shut up and smile like the exemplary citizens that we are. Are you lost, officer? I can show you the exit if you want.
Trouble with the lock.
Seems that I forgot the key, but,
You will tell your story at the station.
Are you sure you have enough seats in your car to take us all?
If you do not come quietly, I will not need any.
It's that metal freak!
Есть еще? Я тебя рот ушатаю, сука. Не понял. Говна куски. Сосайтина. Что, и все? Вот же. Так, все вроде, да? Вернуться на улицу. Видите, место не понадобилось. Ага. Так. Это радио я же выключал. Козлы в костюмах стоят какие-то. Чего надо, мальчики?
Well, well, well. Looks like Mr. Becker was right. You're up to something behind his back. These things are supposed to go to Mr. Becker, I reckon.
What will interest Becker is in locker number 17. The contents of this box are none of OCP's concern.
I'll have to tell Mr. Becker that you have not given us all the material.
I assure you that it will end up worse for you than for me.
Жалко, нельзя уебать ему нахуй.
So I'm guessing you have my stuff. Did OCP arrive at the party?
They tracked my location.
Because they trust you so much. Speaking of which, the box. What if I lied about it? Did you ever think of that? There may be a bomb inside or the head of my sworn enemy. Do you want to know what's inside?
No. The sound of your voice does not indicate that you are lying.
Just don't depend on your lie detector when you talk to politicians. In the box are my personal belongings. Letters, memorabilia, things that actually matter to me. When you become too tough to hit directly, the scum will try to get to you through your loved ones.
I understand.
So we have even more in common. Once OCP takes care of my old documents, I'll have the space to deal with the Delta City issue and help the people of old Detroit. You've helped them already, though. Thank you. Ronnie's Grocery. Leave the box there.
Так. Ронни. И 45 метров. Ну, пойдем. Киса, где ты есть?
What do you mean, $1? It's 23...
I have Samantha's belongings.
Ah, yes, I'm glad you're helping her. Without that girl, OCP would put us all on the street. Still might. They did a number on a lot of families, hers included. Samantha's mother took it worst. But that's not a story for me to tell. Anyway, leave the box in the back, next to the cat food.
she's supposed to pick up everything tomorrow.
Ага, ставить коробку в магазин Рони. Ну так. Так, ну ладно. Задание выполнено. Домашний террорист. Допросить огурчика. Пойдемте допросим огурчика тогда. И потом это. С Робокопом тогда на сегодня закончим. Продолжим уже, наверное, завтра или в понедельник.
Is that true? Mary has to close a restaurant?
2 words. Delta City.
Кинотеатр.
Greetings. Waiting for the movie screening.
Just browsing to find which movie would most enhance my nuke experience.
Has working with the police not made you change your ways?
I need to keep up appearances. Otherwise, I wouldn't be much use as an informer, now would I? Nah, tell me. What's the next job for the police's finest duo?
I need information on Spike's whereabouts.
That SOB. I'll never forgive him for what he did to Briggs. Luckily, there ain't much left of the street vultures after the bank heist. They're probably laying low. But now you mention it, I heard about a biker who had a crash near the riverbank just behind the mart. So, your best bet is to check out the scene of the accident, or maybe hit up a nearby mechanic to see if they know anything.
You really want justice for Briggs?
We owe him. But it's more about Daniel and Gale. And I think everyone will sleep better once those butchers are taken care of.
Any witnesses?
There's this crazy old bum who hangs out around there. He's nosy. Maybe he could help.
Are you positive that he escaped on the damaged motorcycle?
Not so much on it as with it. From what I gathered, the bike suffered more than just a dent. I'm guessing he must have dragged it to some nearby mechanic to get it back in shape. I think Ben's shop is the closest.
Thank you. You have given me all I need.
I know you're busy, but there's something that I need your help with.
I will not be involved in any illegal activity.
That's very presumptuous of you. I just need help finding a VHS tape in the rental place across the street. The title slipped my mind, and I assume you've got like a database or something in your head that'll make looking for it a breeze. So what do you say? Will you help me look for it?
If it helps you stay out of trouble, let us proceed.
Yeah, it'll solve all my problems. Let's go.
What are you looking for?
So there's this movie about a guy with a gun, and there's this bad guy who wants something. I'm pretty sure the title has some biblical reference in it.
You lack vital information on the subject.
Okay.
Так, отдел спорно будем обходить стороной.
The title has something to do with the Bible, saints, cosmos, or whatever. Let's start by checking the thriller and drama sections.
Should we ask the owner?
Forget him. He has no idea about movies. He thinks that Salamanca deserved the Golden Piston for the Best Picture.
I heard that, and it did.
Garden of Earthly Delights?
Oh man, great movie. Very elegant. Panned by the critics though. But the director is a badass. He personally showed up to one of those ceremonies to accept the award for the worst movie of the year.
We do not need to bow to outside pressure.
Easier said than done, my man.
Diamonds are made under great pressure.
Wait, you think there's a diamond within me? Do you see my shine? I'm just messing with you. That was truly inspirational. But let's get back to it, because that's not our tape.
Огурчик это все запомнит.
Kind Shepherd?
Love that one. You know, that movie could have never happened. The director threw out the script after reading a couple of pages. Thankfully, his wife picked it out of the trash, and after reading it, she forced her husband to give it another look.
Everyone deserves a second chance.
Do we? I'm not so sure about that.
Alex Murphy was given a second chance.
But I mean, you really deserved it. Which is something I couldn't say about a lot of people. Anyway, I don't want to spoil the mood, but that's not the tape we're looking for.
Nothing in thriller or drama.
Okay, how about you check in the sci-fi and action section? I'll have a look at horror.
Excuse me, we are conducting...
Бери последний киногерой фильм. Да, я знаю, да, Сань. Привет, Саш. Еще раз.
Your main suspect is your friend over there.
Oh man, did he call us friends? Nice.
Так.
Celestial Decay.
Classic. Still waiting for a sequel. But the guy who did that one
Тут,
has
наверное,
never
нет таких,
made a
Сань.
part 2 in his career. But he said that if he ever did, he'd do a sequel to that one. How do you feel about that? Sequels, remakes, comic book adaptations, etc.
You cannot reopen a closed book.
So when you're done, you're done? That's rough. Probably true. Anyway, risking to sound like a broken record, that's not the tape we're looking for.
Блядь, да что тебе надо-то, а? Ты задрал. Есть? Ты откуда знаешь?
Eve's Flower.
Beautiful depiction of violence in that one.
Do you think violence can be beautiful?
It's just shown with a different sensibility to what we're used to.
Это ж
Maybe
2000-х.
because the guy's European. You know how they are.
Ну, насчет 2000-х не знаю, не уверен.
It's cool, is all I'm saying.
Recognizing beauty in something ugly is a unique feature.
Doesn't pay the bills, though. Then again, I don't have bills to pay anyway.
You know movies. There is value in that.
Yep. There's nothing better than a good movie. But we're still missing our tape. Hey, I think I found it. I messed up the title a little. It's called Me, Sire. But here it is.
Isn't that the tape we're looking for?
Tape? What? What tape?
You like movies? Do you want to shoot an action movie?
I think I'll wait till it comes out on VHS.
Lights,
Пошел замес.
action!
I need a hand over here!
Do you need assistance?
Just look who it is!
Ну чё, пидорасы. Давай. Любите порнушку смотреть? Ах вы, пидорасты. Я вам сейчас порнушку устрою. Гомосеки. Пошел нахуй, гомосек. А, микропопа. Мне вот это больше нравится, СМГ. Да не ссыте, все нормально, чё вы?
Where is Pickles?
He ran out the back door.
Where will I find him?
I don't know. But homeless or not, you still have to give an address to get a membership card. Try the computer. Maybe you'll find something there.
О, братан, спасибо.
Who's gonna pay for all this?
Так. О, пикался огурчик. Так. 20 метров. Так, а мы тут выйдем, нет? По идее, должны. Бронко, да, наверное, или что-то такое. 62 метра. Блять, я тут шлюхаюсь, блядь, пешком, блядь. Хотя у меня есть машина, блядь, полицейская, блядь. Сука, нельзя было сделать, я не знаю, перемещение на машине. Хотя бы от точки к точке. Там кто-то блюет.
You're all right.
Talk.
I overheard some torchheads saying that they were running away from the cops and went through that video store. They had a wad of drug money on them and didn't want the cops taking it, so they hid it in one of the VHS cases. I misheard the title, so I needed help.
That is not the kind of help I was willing to provide.
Come on, give me a break. I fucked up, I know. And I get that you're on a mission to save my life or something. With all that great advice of yours, diamonds are made under great pressure. I'm not a fucking diamond, okay? I'm a junkie. There's just one thing that I need right now.
Which is?
All I need right now is a fix. So, let me keep the money. You won't hear me asking about anything else.
Are you asking a police officer to leave you with money from nuke distribution?
I know you're a police officer first, but can't you be a friend this one fucking time?
I will leave the money with you if you spend it wisely.
That's cold-blooded, man. But thanks anyway. You're my savior, Tin Man. But what do I do with the money that I'm not supposed to spend on drugs? Like, what's the point?
Так, да блин. Блюй, чувак. Я тебе не мешаю. Так. Сохранить это нельзя. Так. Так. Недалеко, ну ладно. Так, ладненько, ребятки, давайте пока закончим на сегодня с Робокопом. Вот. Продолжим, не знаю, может быть, в понедельник. Завтра у нас по расписанию Spider-Man 2. Вот. Играть будем на PlayStation 5. Все, тогда всем хорошего вечера, хорошего настроения. Всем пока-пока. А, вечером, кстати, еще сегодня, возможно, будет стрим по Секиро. Так что приходите посмотреть, как у меня будет гореть очко. Все, на этом все теперь точно. Пока-пока.